counting down the nicest celebrities I've ever worked with on movie sets. Number 4, I was working on the movie Stranger Than Fiction. When you're shooting practically in real world, you end up shooting sometimes in really rough areas because it's inexpensive, or at least it's less expensive to get filming permits to shut down streets and things like that. And we were shooting in a very rough part of Chicago. We were shooting a scene where the person who's number 4 on this list, Emma Thompson, she's struggling. She's trying to figure something out, how to write this story that she's writing. And she sees an apple fall off a food cart and roll down the street. She finds inspiration in that. That moment is important to the story, but as far as like practicality, it's such a nothing shot. It's, no special effects, nothing elaborate about it. One person watching an apple roll down the street. So we're shooting at a T intersection. Obviously, when you're shooting somewhere, you have to block off all the traffic. And this street here had a couple of police cars, police tow trucks at the very end of it. And I get word that, hey, the city needs those tow trucks, so they're going to move those. So you have to go down and be the person that blocks the traffic. I was a production assistant. That's what we do. Not a big deal. So I start to go down there, and the trucks are still there at the moment. So I just hang out. Eventually, the police officers come to move the vehicles, and they said, "What are you doing down here?" I said, "Oh, well, when you guys move these, I have to block traffic." They said, "We're moving these because we don't want them to get shot. You're in this neighborhood. It's 2 PM. Bullets are going to start flying anytime now. So that's why we're moving these trucks." So that gives you an idea of how rough this neighborhood is we were shooting in. It was one of the more hair-raising environments I've ever shot in. Eventually, Emma Thompson comes out, and I just remember so vividly the sight of her surrounded by community members, by kids, by adults, people trying to meet her and say hi, including the people that were really trying to be intimidating. They were in awe of her. And not to make too many assumptions, but I can't imagine that many people in this community, especially these younger people, even knew who she was. The pop culture she makes is probably not the same pop culture that a lot of these people are taking in, especially, again, the younger, the teenage kids. She was holding babies. She was chatting with everybody. This was a situation where she could have come out, did her take, gone back to her trailer and just laid low. But instead, she was talking with the whole community. It was really just such a wonderful thing to see. This, compared to a lot of the other people around, this older British lady just charming the pants off of this entire community and being so warm and friendly with everybody. It was just such a sight to see. And I got to say, I think all of us as fans, as people that watch movies and shows that Emma Thompson is in, we hope she's wonderful. And I'm happy to say she's wonderful. So tune in tomorrow to see who my pick is for number 3 on my list of the friendliest celebrities I've ever worked with.